What's up, guys? Happy Friday. It is November 3rd, 7:30 at night. Had a great day in trading today. I just wanted to put on another video to show you guys a couple of things. And one thing that's very important is you got to try to win on Friday. You know, the market's not open Saturday and Sunday. So Friday is a pretty important day. You want to feel good over the weekend, be excited, you know, get your shopping in, and you want to have money. So winning on Fridays feels awesome. Feels amazing. Okay? No doom and gloom this weekend. Okay? Had a great trade today. I only get one stupid trade every couple days because I was under the PDT. However, we've came up with a solution for that. I was going to open a SureTrader account, but thank God I didn't have to because the fees over there are like insane. It's triple the price. Anytime you want to withdraw money, it's like a $40 fee. Basically, it sucks. But if you have no way of getting your account over 25K, like that's just going to be impossible for you, well, then you have no option. You have to go to SureTrader, and good luck. Anyway, a couple things I wanted to go over was, well, I've decided I'm staying with Interactive Brokers. Last video we briefly touched on candles. You know, I was talking about how I was first Googling what is a candlestick. Okay, this is a pretty good article here which will teach you about candlesticks. Now you don't really need to worry about, you know, all this stuff like, you know, the linking of the candles. Just figure out what these candles are. Mainly the shadows, I call them wicks, and the body, which is this part of the candles. Okay. Now, I probably need to learn more of this too, but, you know, what helped me out today was a hammer. Okay. We're going to go down here to a hammer. Okay, there's a hammer circled in blue. That's a better looking hammer. Looks like a hammer. It's got the long wick with the head on the top. Okay. So I was short today, as usual. It seems like I'm short a lot of the time. Next week, once I'm over the PDT, I can actually use my scanner that I'm paying for and get on some longs. But, you know, for some reason, I seem to be more comfortable shorting, which makes me a bear in the market. The bulls are the ones that go long and they want stocks to go up. That's a bull. And the bears are the ones that short and want the stocks to go down. So that's the stock market. It's the bulls versus the bears. And you need both. If everyone's a bull, it doesn't work. So you need the bears for sure. Okay, so learn what a hammer is. Okay, because while I was in the middle of this trade today lasted quite a while, from about 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 6 hours I'm staring at it, looking at the candles, thinking, I better put a profit taker in there, because if we get a hammer, which we got, it just executes me at the best price. I did great, you know. And the reason I was able to get such a good trade today was because I remembered I've seen these hammers, you know, so you have to be prepared for a hammer, like, you know, how to make money on a hammer. So I will put a link to this page in the comments below. So first things first, before you start looking at charts, you need to know about candlesticks, because that's what the chart is, basically. Okay. Next thing I wanted to briefly talk about was, what are my tools? Okay, so you want to get in trading, right? You're going to need a broker. Okay, that's a stockbroker. Okay, that's where you submit your orders. Say, I want to buy 100 shares of Facebook. Well, You don't call anyone in 2017. You do it online. So here's my broker, which we talked about last time. Interactive Brokers. Great broker. The reason I went with them was because commissions. They got a great deal. 0.005 with a $1 minimum. Okay, so that's half a penny per share. So if you want to buy, say, 200 shares times 0.005, it costs me $1, which is what their minimum is. So you want to buy at least 200 shares of whatever you're buying. Unless you're buying Apple, let's say. I don't know if you can buy 200 shares because Apple was the big story today. Big earnings beat, went up quite a bit. So 168 times 200, yeah, 33,000. So you may pay a little extra commission on that one, but whatever, you get the point. Okay. All right, so my tools. Okay, you got your broker. You have to select a broker. Now, Interactive Brokers has a $10,000 minimum buy-in. So if you're going to do about 10, 15, 20 grand, you definitely want to do Interactive Brokers. They got the best pricing. If you're, if not, if you say you want to start with 5,000 or even 3,000, I would recommend going with Schwab, which I even have on my desktop here, but I never used it because the nice thing about Schwab is it's $4.95 a trade, so $5 a trade. Okay, which out of Ameritrade, all the big names you see on TV, that's actually the best deal. So a lot of them are $7 a trade. So I was going to go with Schwab because they had the best, $5 a trade. And then when I stumbled across Interactive Brokers, the only bad thing was the 10K minimum, but the good thing was, $1 a trade minimum. So say I buy, what did I do today? I think today I did 400 shares. I don't know, what did I do today? I did 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares times half a penny. So $5 commission. So it would have been the same over there. But you can see where it comes in handy, where if you buy less than 1,000, 300, 400, works out. All right, back to the tool. So that's a little bit about the brokers, what I recommend. Interactive Brokers is awesome, but if you really want to, if you're a beginner, you're probably going to be swing trading. You're not really going to be day trading like I am. You're probably going to come home from work, the market's closed, right? That doesn't mean you can't trade stocks. You don't have to be sitting in front of your computer from 8:30 to 3. You could do swing trading, which is you come home at night, see what happened in the market during the day, throw your orders in there, and then when you come home the next night, you see what happened. Did they go up? Did they go down? Did your orders even get executed? If the stock closed at $20 tonight, you're like, I like this one. I like to buy some of this. So you put a buy order in at 20 for the morning. It might not even have went through because if it opened at like 21 and then went up all day, you didn't get executed because your purchase price was $20 or whatever. Okay, so tools. What do you need? You need a broker, right? Okay, so in my broker, it's pretty much free to use it. Although you have to pay for a couple extra things. Okay, so here is my account subscription page. Okay, I have to pay $4.50 a month to get the stock prices up to date, live, meaning they're not 15 minutes delayed. A lot of these things, that's how they get you in. They got all this cool stuff, but then, well, the price is 15 minutes behind. That sucks. That's a disaster. You may be trying to buy it at $20. Well, 15 minutes late, it could be up to 22 by now or whatever. So $4.50 gets me the live feeds. Okay, and then the other thing I got here is NASDAQ Total View. It's for level 2 quotes. Which I love, because I love trading NASDAQ stocks. I mean, they're a little riskier, but man, they move and they're awesome. You can make money on NASDAQ stocks. Love them. New York Stock Exchange ARCA book. So I pay another $11 for level 2 quotes on the New York Stock Exchange. And that's it. So in Interactive Brokers, I'm paying, oh wait, yeah, that's it, $4.50, $15, and $11 comes out to $30.50. But I don't know what's going on with this NASDAQ Total View because they're not charging me. I looked at my fees from October and they didn't charge me, so whatever. But it's supposed to be 30 bucks, let's say. Okay? So you need your broker, and then you need, or you don't need, well, you're going to, it depends how you're going to trade. If you're going to come home from work and do like some swing trades, you don't even need any of this, actually. You can save 30 bucks a month. You don't need the live quotes because you're at work when the market's open. So a 15-minute delay is fine. You know, as long as you get home, 15 minutes after the close. So that doesn't really matter to you. So you save 5. You don't need any of this. Level 2, you're not going to be day trading. You don't need to see the order book, right that second while the stocks are being traded. So you wouldn't need any of this. Okay, so you would save the 30 bucks. Second thing I have is I said I use TC2000. So here's my subscription services. Now, if you're a beginner, this is the program that you download into your desktop to like have software, or you could even do what I started out on was freestockcharts.com. It's like the same as this. It's like the same company, but this is the more power software that you download to your computer. Okay, and even when I was not paying nothing on freestockcharts.com, it was pretty good. You're not going to get as much as, you're not going to get all this stuff, but it's pretty good. So anyway, I'm paying 30 bucks with my broker, and with TC2000, which I consider my scanner and my charting software. So I pretty much use them for scans, some fundamental type stuff like you could see on the left side here in these columns, but mainly scanning and charting. All right, so, and this is goofy as hell, I pay $15 in TC2000 to get the quotes live too. So I'm like double paying. I'm paying 15 here and 5 over there, but whatever. I need to know these prices. I can't be 15 minutes behind, period. So, and 30 bucks a month for the gold plan. I think they've got like a good medium best. And I think I'm on the medium one. They got like a $10, a 30, and a 100 or something. All right, so in TC2000, I pay $45. So between my broker fees, which are 30, and my TC2000 fees, I'm at 75 bucks. So if you're going to jump in, get trading, that's what you're probably going to need, that at the minimum. I'm currently on a 14-day trial for Benzinga. Okay, which if you don't know what Benzinga is, it's this news type of website, and supposedly they're going to give you these breaking stories, and then you can go jump on the stock. And all right, here's Pro. So this is what I'm on the trial for. This is the one that costs like big money, and I don't even like it all that much. I think it's kind of stupid in a way. I thought you get all this like awesome news, and I'm not really seeing it. So let's check it out real quick though. So let's type in like, let's do a weird one. Let's do like something in the mall. I don't know if they're public. Let's type in like it's a weird ticker. Let's type in like, I don't know, Harley Davidson. Well, I know the ticker on that. It's HOG. All right, so let's see if there's any news. This sucks for me. Let's see, 4 in the morning. So I'm not really liking it all that much. No way in hell would I pay. I mean, this thing is supposed to be like $100 a month or something. Pretty much look for news, because the way I trade is momentum, stocks that are moving, you know. So you see the stock moving on your scanner, and the first thing in your mind is, why is it moving? Are you trying to figure out why? Okay. I mean, I don't know. Their scanner, I mean, I've only had it for 2 days, so I haven't played around with it too much, but I don't know. I don't recommend it. All right, so we covered that. So here's my broker fees. Here's my TC2000 fees. Okay. Or freestockcharts.com if you're just starting out. And that covers that. All right, but when I talk about scanner, right? Well, let's look at TC2000 a little bit, right? So here's US common stocks tab. This is how I got mine set up. And you can set these up like 10 million different ways. It gets really customized. Okay, here's every stock, or almost every stock. If we go down here to the lower left, 4,875 stocks. Okay. It's a lot of stocks. And I don't know if that's all of them, but that's almost all of them, I think. So here I can just put an exchange right here. So the exchange, it's got all the Amex, the NASDAQ, and the New York. Pretty much all the main stocks. Then flagged, okay? I have 2 folders. Flagged, these are kind of ones I keep an eye on. I only got, what, 80 of them in there. I think how I found my flagged ones was I went through the S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the US, and I'm kind of like, anything that looked cool, sound cool, or I was familiar with, I flagged it. Then I got my favorites, which these are the ones I'm like really kind of looking to trade. These are like the fast movers, you know, recently and stuff. But let's go back to the flag. So just to give you an example, some stocks on my flag is like Apple, AKS Steel Company, AMD, Best Buy, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cheesecake, you know, stuff most of us are familiar with. You know, these are good stocks to swing trade. Are you going to want to put, I mean, your accounts, say you open it with a couple grand, you can put it on some BYZ engineering that you've never even heard of? No. I put it on Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean? Just safety, something you're familiar with, or Guess Jeans, or Foot Locker, Facebook, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know? Oh, I hate yoga. I think it's like gay as hell. So I'm watching this yoga stock. It's an IPO. Just came out August 11th. So it's a new stock. It's only been on the market like 2 months. Okay. And I didn't research them too much. I think they trying to open a bunch of retail stores with like a yoga studio, like kind of like a gym. Instead of going to the gym, you go to the yoga. Well, you know, I had a retail store. Retail's the crappiest sector right now. They're getting pounded. I don't think this stock's going to make it. You know, maybe I'm biased because I think yoga is gay. Not gay, but just cheesy as all hell. So, you know, I mean, look at this thing. $5 down 50%. You know, will yoga make it? I don't think so. But a lot of talk about Starbucks today. See, the reason. All right, let's go before we change topics. Yeah, it's a lot of talk about Starbucks today. Man, what a ripper they had, huh? Let's look at Starbucks. Closed yesterday at 55. Opened here at 54, and ripped up to. Looks like a nice move for Starbucks. I was hearing it on TV, but. Anyway, where were we? Okay, let's show you something. And I'm so pissed I missed this one. HMNY? No, was it? Yeah, it is HM. I've been trading HMNY a lot lately. I mean, you want to talk about sick moves, man. This thing, okay, right here, was September 14th. This is like the last 2 months. This thing went from $3 to $40, down to It's about $10 now. I mean, you talk about craziness. And I wanted to catch this rip. I had my eye on it. It's been flagged for a while. It's in my favorites. You know, it's the favorites are the ones I'm really looking at, like ready to make a move on. And man, that's just sick. I mean, there's no way you would have caught it here at like the 250 because you don't know about it yet. But you can probably catch it around in here, like it's $8 and get to 40. That's 5x. So if you put a 5,000 here, you'd have 40 grand in a month. Then, if you were a smart trader and you kind of knew what you're doing, you would know this thing's going to crash. You know, this thing is trading on this stupid movie pass, $10 a month. You can go see one movie every single day. Well, I don't know. I'm not buying it. It sounds good and stuff, but yeah, I just don't see it taking off like Netflix. It's like a wannabe Netflix, right? Netflix, everyone pays for because their kids watch it. You're at home. You get home from work. You know, you want to sit on your couch and you'll watch some Netflix. You feel like going to the theater by yourself? No. Who in the hell is going to do that? You know, the reason I'm against it is I have a feeling if I were to stand outside the movie theater that like 97% of the people that walk out are either with a significant other or their children. Like, who in the hell is going to go there by themselves? You know, or what good would Movie Pass be if I go with my girlfriend and we're sitting in different spots? I mean, that would suck. So, I don't know. Not too big on Movie Pass, but so I've been making a lot of money on this Harmony. Made money on it today. Just not a believer. I believe, you know, it's going back down to penny stock land. You know, it's 250, 40, down at 10. It's probably going back to maybe not 250. It's probably going to $5. So I've been hustling in this HMNY trying to make some money. Okay. So that's some stuff in TC2000. Pets. Here's another one I'm keeping my eye on. I mean, this thing was sick, man. It's another IPO. IPO stands for Initial Public Offering. Like, it just hit the market. This little red thing right here on September 21st. And I knew this thing would be a dog, or I had a feeling, but it's got the name Pets, right? Everybody has pets. Not me. I'm against pets. I can't stand dogs, okay? Which is rare because I know most people like them. But you know, Pets. And that's another thing I notice about these stocks. If it's got a good name, it gets some ups, some rip to it, some upside, some movement. Anyway, look at Pets here. I think I was out of the market that day. I'm sure I was because, you know, the PDT rule. But look at that, from $30 to $16 in one day. You know, my shorts have been, you know, anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 positions. You know, if I would have shorted this fucker at 30, you know, like with my typical size, which is about 10,000, I would have made 10,000 in one day, or 9,000, let's say. So I'm pissed I missed that, but it'll come. I'll get one of these home runs. I call this a grand slam. If you make more than 4,000 in one day, that's a grand slam. All right, food.